how's it going? So I gotta talk about this. There's not gonna be much editing in this video. I just want to talk about this because the internet is making me mad again. I'm gonna flip out. I gotta get this off my chest. So Pokemon, right? I'm a Pokemon fan. I've been a Pokemon fan since Pokemon Emerald, and the fact that the 2025 Pokemon game looks worse than Emerald makes me want to die. There are three types of Pokemon fans, right? There's the ones that care about everything other than the Pokemon games. Collect the cards, have an armada of plushies, watch the anime, play Pokemon Go and Snap and Unite and Pokken Tournament. I don't count those as Pokemon games. I mean they're Pokemon games. They're just not like, oh yeah, you know, it's not the formulaic Pokemon games is what I'm trying to say. Then there's the Pokemon fans that care about the games. We're not buying them because we're stupid, right? We're buying them to criticize, to tell the company what's wrong. Perhaps our voices might hypothetically be heard so changes can happen. Unfortunately, that's twisted and misconstrued into, oh, we're just buying it because of nostalgia. That's not what's going on. We want change. The Pokemon game that came out 6 years ago cannot look better than the Pokemon game that came out last week. Then there's the Pokemon fan who will buy the game, enjoy the game, which is fine, but then shit on me who has criticisms about the game. Bro, they are delivering to us slop. I bet there's some talented people behind Game Freak. Dare I say Nintendo. They're not letting them show off their talents in making games, bro. This is a $70 game that we're talking about. Not only that, they announced a $30 paid DLC before the game was even out. So if you want the full experience of Pokemon Legends EA, you have to drop $100. They literally did the AAA game company meme where they finish a game, then they split the game in half and sell the second half to you as DLC. They did the meme, but it's a kid's game, right? We shouldn't care. It doesn't have to look good. We just drop $70 for our kids, right? I don't have kids. I don't know what I'm talking about, but you know what I'm talking about. Don't piss me off. Look at every indie game that has come out this year. Look at Expedition 33, Silk Song. Other games. Hades, I just remembered. Other games. The term gameplay matters over graphics exists and makes sense. I abide by that. Unless the game is formulaic, there's a new one every year and it looks worse than the last one. That should not be a thing you're shitting on me for. I should not feel bad about myself because I want better graphics from the game made by the most profitable media company in human history. Stop it. Graphics do matter. They do. Silk Song was the most anticipated game ever, and it's fantastic. Could you imagine how the internet would have reacted if it looked visually, graphically worse than Hollow Knight? Do you think it still would have been that well received? No, because graphics matter. It's way different when a new original game comes out and the graphics aren't Unreal Engine 5 realistic graphics, but the game is very fun. It's amazing. The gameplay is awesome, right? That is so drastically different from a game franchise that makes another game every year and it looks worse and worse than the previous one. Even if the game has tiddlywinks of fun. Gameplay for Pokemon Legends EA started after 3 hours of unvoice-acted dialogue. That's when I started having fun, at least. After 3 hours. Not only that, it's the Mega Evolution game. I got Mega Evolutions 7 hours into the game. It's a kid's game. F you. You and I and Nintendo know damn well that the games appeal more to the adults than they do for kids. Pokemon fans don't come and go. They exist and then they stay. You may not play the games, but you're still a Pokemon fan at the end of the day. The game is for kids. Do the kids buy the games or do the adults buy the games? Who makes the money to buy the game for their kid? I'm gonna show my kids Pokemon. Do you think I would be proud of giving my kid Pokemon Legends EA? No. Graphics don't matter and it's a kid's game are not valid criticisms. I've seen countless reviews saying bad graphics aside, the game is fun. Or still, bad graphics aside, I don't like the game. It's open world. It's just a little small map. There's not much gameplay difference from the formulaic Pokemon games. You just run around. But they both say that graphics don't matter. They do, bro. Voice your concerns about the graphics, so we can perhaps see a future for good-looking Pokemon games. Perhaps even voice-acted Pokemon games. Here's another thing I keep seeing. I'm giving the graphics a pass because the game also had to work on the Switch 1, so they had to tone them down for that. My brother in Christ, Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, both of those were for the Switch 1. All the recent Super Mario games for the Switch 1. There was a Switch 1 Kirby game, for crying out loud. That game looked great. That's not an excuse. It's not an excuse. If anyone has even a slight connection to Nintendo, if you're watching this, give us voice acting. Make better looking games. This is stupid. I'm sick and tired. I already know I'm gonna get ratioed in the comments. Oh, your hair is ugly. Get a haircut. It's a kid's game. Shut the fuck. My kid would hate me if I gave him Legends EA. They would hate me. Just because it's a kid's game doesn't mean it has to look ugly. It doesn't mean that. I could give endless criticism about how ugly the megas look, how just downright bad some of them are, but there's no need to. I could care less. If Mega Starmie looks the same way it does, but it was in the graphic style of Pokemon Sword and Shield, if the game actually looked good, I wouldn't have even batted an eye at how bad some of the megas are. Stop pissing me off. Talk about this stuff. Talk about this stuff. Don't pretend like you're content with playing a video game in 2025 that looks like it came out in 2009. Stop it. I'm not coming for you because you like the game. I'm coming for you because you're not talking about the obvious criticisms that the game has to talk about, and that you're coming for me when I have those criticisms. If you don't like the game, just don't play it. I'm a Pokemon fan. God forbid I want to have a good Pokemon game. Like and subscribe if you agree, and like and subscribe if you think. Just do it anyway. Okay, bye bye.